Senior leader Milind Deora resigned from the Congress party and is expected to join the Shiv Sena led by Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde later today. He said, "I've tendered my resignation from the primary membership of Congress, ending the family's 55-year relationship with the party." Now, Deora is the son of Congress veteran Milind Deora and he had won Mumbai South seat in 2004 and 2009. He'd ended up as the runner-up in the subsequent elections in 2014 and 2019 against Shiv Sena leader Arvind Sawant. Now, Milind Deora, in fact, has spoken after his resignations. We also have reactions from the Congress and the BJP. Let's listen in.
मी विकासच्या मार्गावर जात आहे. मैं विकास के मार्ग पे चल रहा हूं. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
आज मिलिंद देवरा जी का ट्वीट पड़ा. उन्होंने कांग्रेस पार्टी की प्राइमरी मेंबरशिप से इस्तीफा देने की उसमें बात की है. कांग्रेस परिवार और देवड़ा परिवार का एक अलग समीकरण रहा है और जब आज उनका ट्वीट पड़ा तो व्यक्तिगत मुझे और कांग्रेस पार्टी को इसका बहुत दुख हुआ, क्योंकि उनके साथ संवाद करने का मैंने खुद और साथ ही साथ प्रभारी जी ने भी बहुत कोशिश की थी. हम एक परिवार हैं, हमें साथ में रहना चाहिए और जिस तरह से मुरली भाई के कांग्रेस परिवार के साथ संबंध रहे हैं, दुख और सुख में मुरली भाई कांग्रेस परिवार के साथ रहे हैं.
विडंबना देखें, एक ओर श्रीमान राहुल गांधी भारत जोड़ो अभियान चला रहे हैं और दूसरी ओर उनके ही घर के नेता, दल के नेता, उनको कांग्रेस छोड़ो अभियान के तहत धीरे धीरे एक एक करके छोड़ के जा रहे हैं. इसके पूर्व भी कई सारे नेताओं ने कांग्रेस दल को त्याग दिया. अब देवरा परिवार जो कांग्रेस दल में विगत 55 वर्षों से रहा, गांधी परिवार के निकटतम रहा, वो भी अब कांग्रेस को त्याग रहे हैं.
I'm being joined by my colleague Sunil with more details. Sunil, now take us through the latest coming in. Of course, we'd seen that Deora had quit. He's ended the 55-year relationship that his family had with the party. The Congress, of course, openly disappointed.
That's right. In fact, it's a big setback for the Congress party. Mr. Milind Deora quitting and joining the Eknath Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena. But for those who have covered the Congress and know Milind Deora, it was inevitable. This was waiting to happen at least for a decade, since 2014 after his father passed away. At that time, the Gandhi family flew down to Mumbai to condole and to be with them at that stage. And it's in that backdrop that Mr. Milind Deora had an up and down relationship with the Congress party. But definitely it was like the writing on the wall that one had expected him to quit. And ever since the MBA came into being, the fact that Uddhav Thackeray had Mr. Arvind Sawant, who he has lost to twice, both in 2014 and 2019. Of course, that time it was a BJP Shiv Sena ticket that Mr. Arvind Sawant was contesting. It had become clear that Mr. Milind Deora had to find a new political future. And it's in that stage that political future is now being used as a tool for development. And definitely it's a new road, it's a new way. His father was a close associate of the Congress party, played a critical role, be it with industrialists, be it with the United States of America, and had a great bonhomie across all political lines. And definitely it's a big loss for the Congress party, his decision to quit.
Right, Sunil, but in terms of strategy, what could the Congress party do next?
Well, you see, for the Congress party in Maharashtra, it's going to be an up and down, because there are many Congress leaders with the fact that they are going to have a seat adjustment with the Shiv Sena, who have been their arch rivals. And somewhere down the line, when you used to contest 48 seats, now you have to compromise and they give around 20 seats or 14 seats, whatever the decision is. It's going to be extremely difficult. There has to be a compromise. So somebody has to understand that there will be state irritants, but you have to look at the national perspective, the national ideal. What have you learned from 2014 and 2019 poll debacle is that the Congress party hasn't been able to have the index of opposition unity. And when the opposition is united, then it can be a formidable alliance to take on the BJP-led NDA in Maharashtra. So it's definitely going to be a tight rope walk, and they will have to definitely find some way to adjust of many Congress leaders who will definitely have huge aspirations and ambitions. But when you have an alliance of this nature, then one way or the other, you will have to find a way forward in adjusting them.
Right. Thank you, Sena, for joining us and bringing us those details. I'm also being joined by Rohit Chandravarkar, senior journalist, Vishwas Pathak, who's a BJP spokesperson as well at this point. Let me start with Mr. Chandravarkar. So, talking about this particular development where Deora has ended his family's relationship with the Congress, it's a big hit for the Congress, especially ahead of the Maharashtra Assembly elections.
This is not that much about Maharashtra Assembly election, RP. This is about the Lok Sabha. But what I'm hearing, the latest that I'm hearing in Mumbai is that this is about Rajya Sabha. There are some seats of Rajya Sabha which are going to get vacant in the next few weeks. And the sources are telling us that Mr. Deora has been promised a Rajya Sabha seat by the BJP Eknath Shinde combined in the Eknath Shinde quota. Now, let me take your attention back to, the background. The thing is that Mr. Deora lost the 2014 Lok Sabha election and the 2019 Lok Sabha election from South Mumbai, which was earlier a Congress bastion. Obviously, in the Modi wave and in the BJP wave, both these elections, Shiv Sena, which fought with the BJP in partnership, won that South Mumbai seat. So now Mr. Deora feels that Congress party is going to give that seat to Shiv Sena's Arvind Sawant, because who's the present MP from South Mumbai, because Arvind Sawant is with Uddhav Thackeray group and Uddhav Thackeray is in alliance with the Congress party.
Right.
So anticipating this, that he's not going to get the candidature from South Mumbai, he has made this move. He has left the party. But this is definitely a setback for the Congress party in South Mumbai Lok Sabha constituency as well as Mumbai region, because the Deora family has been very strong in that particular pocket, especially since the days of Milind Deora, who was Milind Deora's father and a long time South Mumbai MP and also treasurer of Congress party in Mumbai. This marks some kind of a decline, RP, in Congress's power in especially in Mumbai region, and it looks like the seat will have to be given now, as decided previously, to Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, and Arvind Sawant will contest from there. And what I'm hearing, to repeat my point, what I'm hearing latest is that Milind Deora will be given a Rajya Sabha seat from Shinde quota, Eknath Shinde party's quota, RP.
Right, let me rope in Vishwas Pathak on that point. Mr. Pathak, now talking about exactly what Mr. Chandravarkar said, the promise of a seat for a Rajya Sabha seat, especially for Deora, can the Shinde faction then ensure Mumbai South for Deora? And he's also in fact said that he's moving towards a progressive future as he then joins the Sena.
See, I don't know what is the understanding between Shiv Sena and Mr. Milind Deora. I'm a BJP spokesperson. But all I can tell you, now you are only showing Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad or Kapil Sibal. They were always offered seats. Still they left Congress. Why people of this stature are leaving Congress, and especially Mr. Deora family, who has been with Congress for last 55 years, why they are leaving this party? They are leaving this party because they know on one hand, there is a tallest leader like Mr. Narendra Modi, and with double engine ki sarkar kind of arrangement in Maharashtra, where is Mr. Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar are on the path of development. So he has opted to go with this alliance, because ultimately any sensible citizen, any responsible citizen wants this country to progress. And another 25 years worldwide are going to be for India only. And he's joining our alliance for that same reason. I don't think it is for ticket and all that thing. See, around 10 former corporators are also joining along with him. Around 25 prominent leaders are also joining along with him. I think it will strengthen the alliance in Maharashtra of BJP and Shiv Sena. We welcome him.
Right, Mr. Chandravarkar, now at this point, this was no surprise that because of, in fact, the details that you mentioned about the differences in terms of seats, that Deora was going to at some point leave the Congress. But could it have been avoided?
NDTV Sunil Prabhu mentioned a few minutes back, this was inevitable because this is, this is part of the overall decline of the Congress party in Maharashtra, Aati. If you look at the larger picture, on that point, I agree with Mr. Vishwas Pathak that the Congress has been on the decline and there is no denial about it, whatever the reasons. And I'm not predicting the future. In the future, anything can happen, anything can change. But if you look at the recent past, let's say last 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, in Maharashtra especially, I want to give you the view from Maharashtra. It is very obvious that the Congress has declined. And the party that used to contest, all the 48 seats of Lok Sabha earlier had to get into an arrangement with Sharad Pawar's NCP, Nationalist Congress Party, 20 years ago, and share the seats, almost half with them. And then in the current situation, you have a scene where they have to get into an arrangement with Uddhav Thackeray as well as Sharad Pawar. So it is a three-way split now. So obviously this is a decline, and I think Mr. Deora, Milind Deora, being a very wise and smart politician, very urban and elite politician, he can look at what the future holds. And it looks like in any case the seat is going to be given to Uddhav Thackeray's Arvind Sawant. So what is the point in him continuing in the party? That's what he must have thought. The information point that I want to give your viewers here is that about 400 experienced karyakartas, activists of Milind Deora are also joining Shinde's party, Eknath Shinde's Shiv Sena today, along with Mr. Deora. So definitely this will tilt, the balance in Eknath Shinde's favor. And the input I'm getting right now, the latest input is that BJP will contest, or they are insisting that they will contest the South Mumbai Lok Sabha seat. They also won that seat several times, like Jayavanti Ben Mehta won in the past, etc. And this time the buzz in town, there is no confirmation, but the buzz in town is that they are going to give, the BJP is going to give this seat to Milind Narwekar, Rahul Narwekar, who is the sitting Vidhan Sabha speaker in the Maharashtra Assembly. He is from South Mumbai and he is a strong candidate. And it is almost confirmed, the sources are telling us that this seat will be contested by BJP with Rahul Narwekar as the candidate. So looking at this, I think the Congress had no choice, and Mr. Milind Deora also realized that there is no future for him in the party. So I think it was not really possible for the Congress to stop him.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Chandravarkar and Mr. Pathak, for joining us and sharing your thoughts on this development. We'll continue tracking this story for you.